Hi, this is Don McAllister, and welcome to another edition of Screencasts Online. Whilst we're still waiting for the release date of macOS Monterey, I thought it would be a good idea to do a preview show in advance of the full release. So in this preview episode, I'm going to take a look at some of the major changes to the new operating system. We'll do a deeper dive on many of the topics as future tip shows. So this is macOS Monterey. Now, I am using a beta in advance of the full release, but I would imagine at this point 99.9% of the features will be released in the full version. Now, the only visual change is that, as you can see, I've got a nice new desktop wallpaper. But the only other difference I might point out, because it is extremely similar to Big Sur, they haven't made any major changes to the graphical user interface, is the addition of a notification icon if you're using an app that's accessing your microphone or your camera. So for instance, if I go ahead and open up QuickTime or QuickTime Player to give it its full title and say File New Audio Recording, you'll see over here in the menu bar, we get this little orange dot. Now, obviously, I'm using the microphone because this is an audio recording, but if there are any applications that switch on your microphone without you knowing it, you should be able to tell from this little indicator up here. If I just switch that off, it disappears. If you go to the control center, which as before is this symbol here, it will show you that most recently QuickTime Player accessed your microphone, this little orange dot here. No major changes within the control panel, except we now have this option for focus, which we'll touch on a little bit later. So let's take a look at some of the applications that have been updated, starting with Notes. Now, Notes is one of my favorite applications on the Mac, especially because it's cross-platform with iOS and iPadOS. And they have spent a significant amount of time and energy updating Notes with some new features in this new release. One of the brand new features is the ability now to create a quick note with a single keystroke or movement of the mouse. So if I navigate my cursor down to the bottom right-hand corner and click, you'll see, or at least you should see in a second, there we go, this brand new note. So this is a new note that's been created, and this is a feature called Quick Note, and it allows you to go ahead and create notes without opening the Notes application. If I close this down, there is another way to do it. If you use Function and Q, that will also bring you a quick note up to the top. And I can just go ahead and start creating my note. Now, if I close this down, and we'll access our quick note again, I'll use the Function Q key again. You'll see that it opens up the original quick note that we started before. Now, you can switch that off in the Notes application. If you want it to be a new note each time that you use the shortcut, you go to Notes, Preferences, and then this one here, Resume Last Quick Note. I take that off, close that down, close our quick note down, and again, I use Function and Q, and now we have a brand new quick note. Close this down, Function Q, and we've yet another new note. Let's just close that down without making any entries in the quick note. Now, just wanted to think about invoking the quick note. As I showed you before, you can go down to the bottom corner and create a new note like that. And this is just utilizing the standard hot corners functionality built into macOS. So you might want to change that particular corner, or perhaps even switch it off if it's conflicting with something else that you already had set up. So if you go across to System Preferences, and under Desktop and Screensaver, under Screensaver, you'll see there's an option for hot corners, and by default, Quick Note has been placed into this bottom right-hand corner. Now, I'm not sure what will happen if you're already using hot corners and have this bottom right corner switched on, but you can go across and change this to another one if you want to anyway. So if I wanted my top right rather than my bottom right, I could do that. But let's put that back as it was. We'll close this down. Back across to Notes and take a look at our main Notes window. So there are our two quick notes, but there is also a new section called Quick Notes up at the top, so I can filter those out and just see my quick notes. That's just a quick preview of one of this week's Apple-related tutorials from Screencasts Online. Screencasts Online is your premium source of Apple-related video tutorials. All of our members get access to brand new, up-to-date tutorials each week, as well as unlimited access to our entire video archive full of Mac and iOS related tutorials. You can stream and download all of our videos on your Mac, iPad and iPhone, and even your Apple TV using the members-only Screencasts Online Apple TV app. Membership also includes a complimentary subscription to the digital Screencasts Online monthly magazine, published each month and packed with videos, articles, reviews, as well as hints and tips covering all aspects of the Mac, iPad, iPhone, and all of the other fantastic Apple products. So, if you're ready to start getting the most out of your Apple devices, visit screencastsonline.com today and become a Screencasts Online member.